All right, let me explain what happens to Bitcoin. All right, let's look at the all-time history index. So I showed you what I see happening for the next 2 hours for Bitcoin. 50-minute pumping, 1 hour has to come on back down. The 4 hour could take us back down to the bottom of the channel, but it depends if we get to a higher high. All right. So look, Bitcoin just made the higher high. Bang, on the daily candle. This daily candle needs to close just above these candles here. So tonight, 8 p.m., this daily candle closes. We're beautiful. We put in the higher high. And that's so freaking awesome for Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, that's trend analysis to the T. Look, I also showed how this looked nothing like the rest of these structures here. This one, and all these other moves. This was a full-blown, look, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We're putting in the higher high yet again. Look at the lack of bearish momentum on the MACD on the daily. The daily had nil. That's why I do not trade the MACD. MACD is the worst indicator to use. You pick all these hills, that's bearish. But look, the Stokes bended on you. The 12-hour told you we were going to pump. So you do not look at the daily MACD. That will end your life. If you're trading the daily MACD, you will get hurt so many times. I'm telling you right now. I do see something like this, though, starting to form. This could be the channel, and we're getting rejected by the 22-hour, and we're getting a little high here. So we're going to watch the smaller time frames to see if we can push through to the upside. We want to see the smaller time frames get us up into this zone. All right? That's what we're looking for. So we don't even come down. Now the bearish bullish is we come down and revisit, and then we still boom out of here. Bitcoin is getting very tight in the channel. Look at that. Now that's a bit of a rising wedge. It's kind of a hybrid. It's a rising wedge, though. 68% of a chance of a break to the downside. So I have to tell you and be bearish. I'm bullish and bearish at the same time. That's how you're going to be the best trader of your life. You have to be always open-minded to either way the market's going. You can never say you're going this way, you're going that way. You must be open-minded to which way the market's going. I've also been showing you this idea on the daily. These liquidity zones, you broke through this liquidity zone. It was the biggest chunk. Once you broke through there, you're highly likely to get to here. I've been playing this on smaller time frames, bigger time frames. It's just what happens. You gravitate towards the next liquidity zone. I will tell you this, if Bitcoin doesn't make a high higher than these candle closes here at 32,000, 33K, then we will not continue to the upside. We could get up here, dump, then make a lower low and dump back to 10K. Why is that? Because that's trend analysis. You have your high, you have your low. You must put in a higher high to break the trend, just like here. So if you look here, you had your low, you had your high. That's just like, say this was the high. I'm trying to equate. See the bigger time frame? Bear with me. You know the Russian dolls? We have the small Russian dolls. We have big ones. You can put the little ones inside the big ones. Bear with me right now. Stay with me. I'm like channeling into your brain right now. So if you're sitting with me, stay focused. Don't move. Don't move. So look, see this up, low, look, you have a high here, you have a low, you have a high, you have a low, you have a high, you have a low. Equate this to this little area here. So look, this high right here, right, is very similar to, let's just say, this high right here. If Bitcoin didn't break above this high, we were going to end up down here somewhere. Same question here. If Bitcoin doesn't break above this high, we're going to end up down here somewhere. Do you get what I'm saying? Does everyone get what I just did? I'm basically isolating this area here and this area here and equating them as if they were the same thing, just in different ratios. All right? And here, if Bitcoin made a high, just like here, and it came down low, it must come back and break that high, or it's still in a downtrend. So here, Bitcoin made the high, came down low, as it came back up. So I use the replay tool for fun here, but Bitcoin made a high. Okay? And you must use the replay tool to become amazing traders. Came down, look, and must break that previous high. If it didn't break this previous high, if Bitcoin decided to close a candle here, not get above the zone, it was going to make an M pattern, and then the M was going to dump to the downside. It's either an M or a W, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So I like cake, though, So here you have it. I mean, and even if we do get rejected, what goes up must come down. Take some profits. The 4 hours overbought, and you're at the top of the trend. You're getting tweezer tops of the 4 hour. It's likely you head down here to 23,394. It's just likely. That's likely what's going to happen. However, I've been defied by the smaller time frame. So let's just watch these flags, and that's why I do what I do. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder there on the 15-minute, though. You see the head and shoulder, okay? So don't play yourself. Like, if you see it, go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see it, go with it. So look, we have to hold the zone. If we don't, this is going to make a move to the downside. And let me just get rid of my moving averages. Let me clarify this. I'm such a mad scientist. My work does get a little scrappily. I agree. Sometimes even I get annoyed with it, but I'm trying to see so many different things at once. Like I was trying to, look, we got rejected by this trend. We couldn't, the 7-minute did not make it above, see? And that's an M there, see that? That's an M that's going to break you down to this area. You're going to go, it looks like you're going to break 24,000 pretty easily here. And look, it's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder too. I mean, it's obvious. So look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. You're like, a second ago you were long, now you're short. I'm able to switch it up based on what I see. Short, and we'll come on down. Now, if we hold the zone and we don't go too low, that will be a bullish sign. So if you open this up and we end up not breaking this bottom trend line, it's a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. So there's no guarantees in trading. What you do is you look at each level by level. Now we have clear resistance though. And so this is how you identify your zones. Now you have clear resistance. If Bitcoin can't break back above 24,200, we're bearish, you see? So now you're looking for your bounce areas. You're like, well, where would we bounce? And that's why you draw your patterns. And that's why we know we're right here at the top of the pattern. Okay? And that's why you watch the 15-minute flag, because you don't know. See, to a beginner, my trading style could look confusing because I don't have an answer. But you're not supposed to have an answer, because the second you have an answer, you lose in it. You're supposed to wait for the price action to give you the answer. For instance, if this stays in the flag, then we go long in the next 2 hours. If it doesn't, then we long the bounce off the next support zone.